Okay, hi everyone. I decided that I will be gifting my original Joy for All on the left here to my really good friend, Crazy Robot Lady on YouTube for Christmas because she's been wanting a Joy for All for a really long time now. But after I sort of thought about it, I realized that I still wanted one to keep for myself, so I ended up buying a second Joy for All when they went on sale on Amazon for about 30% off. So my first one is the cream colored one here on the left that I bought around the launch time of Joy for All, a couple of years ago I think. And the one on the right is one that I just bought off Amazon like a week ago. And they both are fully working, but I did notice that Hasbro actually has changed the packaging of Joy for All since the first release, and I was curious whether they'd changed anything else as well, so I wanted to put up a little video of these two side by side. So without further ado, I will get them switched on. For those of you who are not familiar with Joy for All is Hasbro's therapy robot line, intended for adults and the elderly, basically, especially for dementia patients. And basically, they're based off of the original For Real Friend kids toy, Lulu My Cuddling Kitty, but are a little more advanced. I made a comparison video of the two a little while back. The Joy for All has much softer fur and is sort of less of a annoying kid's toy and more of a calming therapy robot. And the good thing about these is that they are relatively cheap as far as therapy robots go. Currently, the only really advanced therapy robot on the market marketed as an actual therapy robot is Pero the Seal, but that one retails for around $5,000, which is really not affordable for individual use, and more for institutional use. And these are they retail for $100 but can go as low as $50 or so when on sale, so they are a lot more affordable as far as therapy robots go, even if they're not quite as advanced. So both of them will purr when you pet them sometimes. This is Late J, the cream one, purring right now. And when they purr, their bodies sort of vibrate, so you can feel them purring. If you put your hand to their chest, you can even feel it in their paws a little bit. I'll see if I can get the other one purring too. They have touch sensors on the backs of their head. Here, now she's purring too. They're purring together. They have touch sensors on the backs of their heads. They have one on this cheek. They have one on the chest. And they have one on the back. And they can roll over like that. They cannot move this leg or the rear legs at all, but this leg they can lift to lick it, and they can roll over too. The ears move, the mouth moves, and the eyes move. I think most things are essentially the same on these two. I'm not sure if there are any changes made in the actual robot aside from the boxing changes with the early release ones and the late release ones. One thing I did find funny is that when these were first released, I made a video about them and posted some reviews online. And one of the things I had complaints about was that they shed a lot. They shed almost like a real cat when they're new, which is not exactly what you expect of a robot. So what I found funny is the later release Joy for Alls come with a brush. I guess that's a slight solution to the shedding. I guess sort of treating it as a feature instead of a problem, saying it's like a real cat. So now they have a brush that they come with that you can brush them with. Let's see if she's gone to sleep. Looks like the cream one's gone to sleep. There she goes. Sometimes if you don't pet them for a little while, they'll go to sleep and you can wake them up by petting them, or I think making noise might wake them up too. I think they have a microphone, I'm not sure. This is the orange one meowing or purring now. One small complaint I have with them is that the whiskers are very sort of pointy and pokey feeling. I mean, it's a nice touch of realism to add whiskers, but these are very sharp when sort of trying to cuddle the robot. Overall, I would say they are more on the line of souped up for real friends, but at the same time, they are probably the cheapest therapy robot on the market right now, and are honestly not bad for the price. Basically, you get what you pay for. And there have been a lot of people who have had a lot of really positive results with these robots, and have had a lot of really great experiences with them. So while they aren't perfect and they're a little silly looking and some of the meows are a little fake sounding, they are sort of really soft and can just be calming to sit down with. I think it's a really, at least, great gesture on Hasbro's side to try and make a therapy robot, since not a lot of people or companies have really gone in that direction recently. And I'm really interested in therapeutic robotics. I'm doing I'm working as a research assistant in that field right now, and I think it is just a really promising area of research that not a lot of companies have delved into yet. So I really appreciate Hasbro's attempt here, even if it still needs a little bit of work. And I'm happy to support them by buying these. Let me know if you guys can notice any differences between these two, because I think they're essentially the same, but this one's from about 2 years ago with the old boxing, and this one's from just now with the newer boxing. I noticed they changed the Joy for All logo and the font on it too. I'm not sure what that was about, but they sort of rebranded it a little bit. So I think that is all for this video. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns about these two, or if you're interested in getting a Joy for All yourself or for a family member of yours and want any more information on them. Their purrs might be slightly different, but I'm not sure. It's hard to tell when they're both purring at once.